The Associated Press reports that according to a top scientist's video and slides, oil from the BP spill remains stuck on the bottom of the Gulf of Mexico. Marine scientist Samantha Joye of the University of Georgia says the pictures demonstrate the oil isn't degrading as hoped and has decimated life on parts of the seafloor. That report is at odds with a recent report by the BP spill compensation czar that said nearly all will be well by 2012. At a science conference in Washington, Joye aired early results of her December submarine dives around the BP spill site. She went to places she had visited in the summer and expected the oil and residue from oil-munching microbes would be gone by then. It wasn't. Her research and those of her colleagues contrasts with other studies that show a more optimistic outlook about the health of the Gulf, saying microbes did great work munching the oil. The head of the agency in charge of the health of the Gulf said this past week that she thought that, quote, most of the oil is gone. And a Department of Energy scientist doing research with a grant from BP from before the spill said his examination of oil plumes in the water column showed that microbes have done a fairly fast job of eating the oil. Joye's research was more widespread but has been slower in being published in scientific literature. Much of the oil she found on the sea floor and in the water column was chemically fingerprinted, proving it comes from the BP spill. Joye is still waiting for results to show other oil samples she tested are from BP's Macondo well. She also showed pictures of oil-choked bottom-dwelling creatures. Earlier this month, Kenneth Feinberg, the government's oil compensation fund czar, said based on research he commissioned, he figured the Gulf of Mexico would almost fully recover by 2012, something Joye and Jane Lubchenco, administrator for the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, said isn't right. Joye told the Associated Press, quote, I've been to the bottom. I've seen what it looks like with my own eyes. It's not going to be fine by 2012. You see what the bottom looks like, you have a different opinion.